Alright, here we go. NASCAR, I know I said this before, is back. But god dang it, man. Dude. That was the best race of the season. No doubt, that was the best race of the season. You cannot say this race was bad. Okay? Now, usually I'm the one person to say, well, I respect your opinion and blah, 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 blah. But no. Okay? Seriously. If you did not enjoy this race, all because Chase Elliott freaking wrecked himself, I don't know what to tell you, though, man. But, Jesus, man. That was a great race. So let's talk about it. So, I mean, other than the whole Logano and Chase thing that happened at the end, oh my goodness, we need to talk about that one. I think I'm actually going to just talk about that straight away. So, I would have never imagined Chase would have wrecked himself up into Logano. I mean, not only that this helps the cause, considering that, you know, a lot of NASCAR fans don't like Logano, except for a few people and all that. But I would have never expected Chase to do that. Just wrecked himself completely. So just to set you up with this situation right here. So going into turn 3, Chase Elliott and like Logano are side by side. Elliott just brings way too much speed into the corner. And then Rex just put like Logano into the wall. And then Brad Keselowski is like, I'm going to come around and steal the win from you two dumbasses. But anyways, Jesus. Man, I don't know if that was the most dumbest move he did, or the dumbest move that he also did in the Clash. I can't really pick which one he did, but oh my god, but Jesus, man. And just to be really honest with you all, that was completely Chase's fault. I'm just saying that right now. Okay? And how even Chase admitted to himself that he made a mistake, but god damn, bro, that was just a dumb move on his part. And oh, man, my brain is going at 1,000,000 miles an hour, bro. I mean, that was crazy. But we also do have another race to talk about. So, yeah, Brad Keselowski saw on the pole and actually won the race. That's actually something I just realized right now. God, man, this is just, it's too much, man. Oh my god. But anyways, so around when the race began, the top lane was the dominant lane to go for at the early part, but then when we got into the race, the bottom and the top started to be, opened and all that, so it became a multi-groove racetrack, which, Jesus, I was like, oh my god, the people better not be talking about which Bristol is better and all that, because honestly, okay, just to put this conclusion to end, I love the new Bristol. I love because it's basically the old Bristol and the new Bristol combined together. And now this is why Bristol's my favorite racetrack and all that. But yeah, and this was like the spring race at Bristol, man. NASCAR should make some notes for this. They should actually put the spring Bristol race to June or May. It's technically May 31st, but June 1st is tomorrow actually. So yeah, but Jesus, man. Let's just give you a little bit of the rundown. Brad Keselowski and Ryan Blaney were leading throughout the first few stages. Chase Elliott and won both stages, ironically, or he won the two stages. So he got 2 playoff points to bring back home, but the other 3 he did not bring back home because of his idiocy, or I don't know. I don't really know how would you describe Chase Elliott's move there? Would you describe it as, like, how would you describe it? That's something I actually wanted to know. But anyways, yeah, and then unfortunately Blaney got screwed over. Just bad luck on Blaney's part. Man, this track right here, Bristol Motor Speedway, has plagued Blaney with so much bad luck. And I'm like, my gosh, man, will this man ever win a race at Bristol? I know he'll win a race this season, don't get me wrong, and all that. I mean, he should have won Vegas, and should have had a good finish at Auto Club. Yeah, and all that. And the one thing that surprised me in this race was that the Hendrick cars really performed really well. Like, I mean, I knew they were going to perform good, but not as good because really, eh, the low horsepower package has really not been suitable for them. I don't know, at least with the old Camaro, the first Camaro that they introduced in the Cup Series not that long ago. Yeah, when was that? Like 2018? Yeah, I'm forgetting my years all of a sudden, but yeah, it was a good race for Chevrolet in general. And Ricky Stenhouse Jr. was leading there in a little bit, and then unfortunately he got his day ended when Matt Kenseth, he got off the throttle, and then Johnson. Okay, basically, Kenseth got loose. Stenhouse checked up, and Johnson didn't know he was going to do that, and then unfortunately he kind of just got turned by Stenhouse. And then the big one happened, which collected guys like Cole Custer, Tyler Reddick, Alex Bowman, and of course Ricky Stenhouse Jr. as well. And this also ended Matt DiBenedetto's day, which I'm like, I mean, honestly, dude, I was actually really hoping he could do well in this race. I don't know. He has one more Bristol race. Come on, Wood Brothers, bring a freaking good car at least to the racetrack, please. Just please, dude. Oh man, it's also pretty embarrassing that Christopher Bell, who was in the exact same car practically that Matty D was in last year, that at this exact same race performed better in that car, which I'm like, oh god, just wow, And so, yeah, and so really getting into like the last few couple laps of the race, once again, it was really a battle between Joe Gibbs and Hendrick, which I'm like, I haven't seen this in a while. And so you had Kyle Busch, Denny Hamlin, Jimmy Johnson, and then Chase Elliott all there and all that. And gosh, I mean, Hamlin kind of screwed himself pretty much over. I mean, Coach Chase making a bonehead daring move there, and then Hamlin then just spins down towards the racetrack. Also collects BJ McLeod with him and all that and stuff. And I don't know what happened to Kyle Busch. He just kind of disappeared there at the end. Whatever. I mean, oh gosh, but you see, this race is still really wrapped in my mind right now, and I'm recording this a little bit after the race right now. I'm just hoping. Hey Brad, can you do me a favor? Can you please pass tech inspection because I'm just gonna give you a lot of credit here. Just please. Okay, so we all know that Brad Keselowski obviously, of course, stole the win away from, from Chase and Joey right there at the end. And, wow, Brad, man, he's the luckiest bastard this year, dude, though, man. So, yeah, just another win for Penske and all that this year. Yeah, Brad's second win in the last 2 Sundays and all that, so that's pretty cool and all that. And so really just to conclude this video, because I just basically just told you all my thoughts. If there had to be one thing to complain about, really this is just a minor, it's not even a complaint at all, but really it's something I noticed, but this has got to be like the longest Bristol race I think ever. I mean the race is not long. I mean it's only 200 miles, but I don't know, it felt like long, like it just felt like a long time to finish. I don't know why. Maybe it's just because this race is in it's in May or something like that, or it's in March. But this feels just like the longest Bristol race I've ever seen, though, bro. But I can't really complain too much because everything that you wanted in a great short track race was all here. And I think that the only reason why you would hate this race is either that you're a salty Chase Elliott fan. I'm sorry. I'm just sorry. That's all I'm just gonna say. But, yeah, so anyhow, we're going to go to Atlanta next weekend. So, yeah, we're going to have the big-ass spoilers to deal with again. But this was a pretty nice break, I think. Know that. So, yeah. Yeah, I'm trying to figure out where we're going to go to afterwards. So, I know we're going to Martinsville pretty soon. I actually thought we were going to go to Martinsville this Wednesday, which I'm like, yeah, But, that's all I have to really conclude. So overall, the race is, An A plus, a 10 out of 10, dude. This is the best. It's the best race of the season so far. So